Hello, everybody. It's November 26th. It's Wednesday. The number is right in front of me. The nervous 26. I gave you about 20 seconds of uninterrupted epidemic sound instrumental, or without copyright epidemic sound.
It's 11:15.
Which we use as our background. I played back yesterday or a few days ago, the last couple of episodes, and this is the right mix of sound. I can tune it down a little bit if you want. Just send me a text and say, epidemic is too loud. I have a control right here. Let me just... Yeah, that's it right there. That's where I've been. Looks good right about there. I might have this volume right about there. I know. Remember, this is a Simulcast. Free social networks, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Twitter Live, also known as X. Elon Musk has X. Someone X'd his forehead when he was a kid. Like, exceptional. I don't know. Anyway. Now you can see who the heck is talking to you. In voice alta. Yeah. Screen brightness also a little. There we go. Epidemic Sound Instrumental is the software that I guess I rent. Pay a fee, a monthly fee of like $29, $30 or so. And instead of buying the software, who wants to spend thousands of dollars? This is, their model is they rent it for $30 and $40 in a prescription, and it handles everything. It's a software package that has an icon down here in the icon list down here. It's can you see that on your display? Yeah, you'd have to look up here, which you can't see very well. It's Cam Live. It's 2, 4, 6. It's the 7th one. I click on it. Oh yeah, you can see it there. Cam Live. You can, if you're interested in knowing anything about Cam Live, that's the magic sauce. You need a laptop. It has to be a MacBook laptop. It can be MacBook Air, it can be MacBook Pro. I have an Air, I have a 15-inch Air with an M4 chip, 24 gigabytes of memory, and 2 terabytes of storage. Let's see if we can look it up. You want to look it up? I can look it up on my fucking Legos here. Let's see, where would I go? I guess I'll just go here. And in my Google search, Apple, MACAIR 202, the 2025 version, M4. Oh, look at that. Best Buy has a bunch of them on sale for 25% off. Let's take a peek. I happen to have I've purchased a lot of stuff from Best Buy, oddly enough. Let's see. I'm an Apple guy. What to buy? Let's see. Sorry. Let's come back here. Now you get a full screen, and you can see what I can see. Or here, I can do this, and that way I can have you on my left side. How about that? Yeah. Need to turn that epidemic down just a little bit. It's like, there we go. The 9 best MacBooks for college. All right, let's take a peek. MacBook M5 chip. Yeah. Let's see. M4 chip. M5, M4. We want a MacBook Air. The extra screen size is really pretty handy. As you can see, I'm zooming through all these. All right, here, MacBook Air with M4 chip. There we go. And we're going to select Midnight. You got silver, sky blue, starlight, and of course, midnight. All right. We want 24 gigabytes of memory without AppleCare. When you get the device, you get it all set up, and then you add AppleCare through your MacBook Pro. If you do it through this, the billing it comes from a direction you're not going to be familiar with, and you're going to say, what the heck's that? And you want to be able to make sure you don't want to pay $300 up front. What you want to do is pay by the month, or the year. It's like $15 a month or $120 for the year. Keep on. It gives you the protection of everything that you can do to a laptop that's not included in warranty. And because Apple covers everything else, and if you're getting an Apple policy, then they just cover everything. And you don't have to prove to somebody that. So you can go into the Apple store and say, hey, this thing is kaput. The technical guys will try to get it unkaput, and it needs to be replaced under their AppleCare Plus plan. It's a P word that makes some devices crazy. Well, we're going to continue without X. X just disappeared. Yeah, 11 minutes into the broadcast, Twitter says, I've had enough of you. There is jitter in the line, I must say. Let's do a little speed test, which you can see it up in the corner here, but you probably can't see the... God, am I going to get there? Crap. No, it's mouse over there. There we go. I got to get my. There we go. I couldn't find my cursor. It was. I got two iPads going here and a MacBook, and sometimes this cursor disappears. All right, yeah, there's a little jitter in the line, and it's 11:30. Everybody must be uploading and downloading stuff. All right, I'm paying for 200 gigabits per second. I'm getting 46. There's the deal of the century, right? I'm paying 5 times what I should be. Anyway, there you go. So we got a 24 gigabyte, and it's a grand total of $1,349. So now what we're gonna do? Is we're going to bail out of this. Go back to my Apple APPLE. We're going to go to the Apple, the App Store. It's on the bottom. Can you imagine? It's on the bottom. I can't believe it. Gotta turn down that epidemic. Unfortunate error, return to bag. Let's just hit the little Apple sign. Alright, there's the iPhone, which we have. iPhone Air, which we don't have. Apparently people are not picking it. Very surprising low aptitude for the iPhone 17 Air. Yeah, they've cut production to some lower number. It's probably still millions of units, but they expected, like 10 million units. I actually don't know what they were expecting, but whatever they got ain't what they wanted. So, or isn't what they targeted. So we want MacBook coming all the way down, and Apple Store shopping event. Let's just press the button. iPhone, iPad, Mac. Explore Mac. We want MacBook Air. And we want the 15-inch version, as you can see there. Yeah. I guess you have to push buy. 15-inch. Now you can Now you get it. So do we want the 10 core? 10 core. I'm looking at the characteristics here. 13-inch, 16 cores. We want midnight. How much storage? 12 megabyte. I'm confused. I'm trying to figure out why one is $200 more than the other. The product list looks identical. 3 of this, 12 of that, 15 of that, touchpad, the charger, 4 trackpad. Well, I'll tell you what I don't like about it is, let's go ahead and say select. I don't know what else. All right, now we're going to come back here. Yeah, this is the 15-inch midnight. We want the 24 gigabytes of memory. And we want the 2 tetrabytes. Oh my God. Storage. All right, you can live with 1 terabyte. Let's say $400. All right, let's see what the number is. Do we want dual 30? Let's just get the 70-watt charger. That's what it needs. No thank you for the software. Okay, we're done. Let's see what the price is. It looks like down here in the very bottom you can see the buy. Let's put it in the bag. As they say, it's in the bag. There you go. See, now here's where you can add the Apple Care, because we're on the Apple site. We don't need that word unless you need that word. Apple Care for Mac. Apple Care 1. Now, if you have any other Apple devices, what you do is you get this Apple Care 1. It costs you $20 a month. And then what you do is if you have an iPhone, you can add it for $6 a month. If you have an iPad, you add it for another $6 a month. So if you got 2 other, your watch, you can add your Apple Care to your watch. It's $6 a month. And that way, all your devices are under the singular Apple Care 1 plan, rather than having a separate one for each device. If you don't have any other Apple devices, then you go over here to the left and you pick the monthly coverage of $8 a month, which is, $17 a year more than if you paid annually. But you're already paying a bunch of money, so why pay $80 a year on top of this $1,700? So we're going to add to the bag the $20 a month plan. If you want a separate keyboard, you can buy it. If you want a special mouse, you can buy it. I'm going to leave it off. There's, Microsoft for Mac, Microsoft Office for Mac, Microsoft 365 subscription annual. Costs you, $100 a year. And this other one is the site license. You pay Microsoft Office $150, one-time charge. Or you can have this subscription, not prescription, a subscription. Yeah, the prescription is written by a doctor. A subscription you obtain by paying money to Apple or somebody. All right, 1 year subscription, $129 for the Microsoft Family Plan. You can add 6 people. If you're not adding anybody, then the 1 year to you is $99. And you click one of these buttons here if you wanted that. If you don't want it, okay. Well, we don't want this other stuff. We don't want a separate monitor. We don't. That's a charging cable. If you want a separate one, $50 for 6 2-meter cable. A meter is about a yard. It's 39 inches instead of 36, I believe. Yep. There's your... They try to get everything. Get it all done. There's the AER Go Tote for $90. What the heck? Holy crap. This is a lightweight, packable tote bag designed for all-day adventures in the city. It features a premium materials and trims, quick access storage pockets. Yeah, it better be. That's it. That's your super duper bag. I guess in this outer pocket you put your Mac, so that way someone walking by knows to steal that one. You don't want any of that. Let's review our bag. I pressed review bag. There we go. AppleCare 1 delivers like December 13th. Yep. There's no pickup available in the store. Anyway, we're going to yep, there it is. 1,924 hours. Let's see, where's sales tax? Yeah, that's the $125 item. So this is what you pay as I configured it. $1,925. That's about what you need to run the Ecamm Live software. And then the question is, if you want to mix your audio, which I'd suggest, then you get this Rodecaster Pro thing over here. How do I show you that? All right, let's try this. I think I can show you that. Let's see, I'm going to go to cameras, and we're going to click the phone. And it comes up. Oh, can we see anything? It should be active. Let's go up here and make sure it's active camera. There we go, we do that again. And me to the side. Nelson is spelled properly. I'm going to turn, oh yeah, see, there it is. You see, that's my soundboard. And you can see, doesn't know the right time of day, but you can see road. This controls my headphone volume. These sliders control the volume. You can't hear me, now you can. This controls epidemic, now it's too loud. Put that right about in the middle. And you can see the volume units jumping around there. You see my volume, 1, 2, 3, is the first one. And epidemic is the second one. It gets mixed. And let's pull this away. And if we look here, see right there, Roadcaster 2. You click on this. I have to get my, there we go. I click on this right here, and from this list, I beg Roadcaster Duo Chat. Bingo. And there's the, shows it's in the green. When it gets to the red, you're too loud. So you keep yourself back about 6 inches. All right, so that's my secret sauce. And you're looking at that on my iPad. You see how my finger controls that? Yeah. So we're going to add the iPad to this view right here. And we're going to get rid of the phone. And I'm going to switch these things, switch cameras, so I am just right of the middle. There we go. I've disconnected my phone camera from the proceeding. Yeah. There you go. The Dow Jones is up 362 at the moment. And we can, let's see, where is the stocks? Right there, that button. So now we're going live. Actually, it's 20 minutes delayed. But it pops up first and it won't refresh for 20 minutes. So it's up 405 so far. Tesla is up a buck. You know, Tesla goes up and down. If I click this, then you get a, I'm clicking the wrong thing. I want to, let's see, this is, I want to just touch on Tesla. There we go. Tesla struggles on to course correct from sales skid. It's a little slow in Europe. The weather gets severe, and of course you buy these cars online. You don't go to a dealership. I have looked at Tesla. I'm going to look at Tesla right now, and I'm going to give you, this is not investment advice. This is just Jimmy talking. Now there is a graph of today. So based on what it opened at, which is 423.98. 423.98, and it's at 420.85. It's 85 cents up
11:45.
for the day. There's the day. There is the day. I'm going to touch W for week. This is the month. So for the month, it's down $30. It goes up here around 470. And then for 3 months, if you bought it in August, it's up $68. So that's probably pretty good. So here's a 6 month, and here's a 1 year. Let's just do, there's year to date. Let's do 6 months. So if you bought it in May, well, we can use we can just touch on the graph. I think. There we go. You see, if you touch on it, it turns blue, and then you can slide this along and see what the dates were and when it closed based on these tranches. August 21, and then September, that is like a 9-day. So there was a point in May where it was, 284. Yeah, so I want you to look at the number where it says price earnings ratio. See where it says 286? You can see my finger pointing right about in the middle of what you're looking at. It's just below the graph between August and September. Get your finger to go down. It's 28 million in volume, 29 million in volume, and the PE ratio is 286. Now, if we look at NVIDIA, crazy wild chip maker, this and that, wealthy, beautiful, unbelievable. The stock has gone up, 46 points in 6 months. PE ratio is 44. PE ratio of Apple is 37. Forget the stock price. We're taking the stock price, and we're the current stock price, and dividing it by the number of shares, and then you go on a financial statement, and you look at the earnings and divide that by the number of shares, and you divide the one number by the other number, and you get 37.51. That's for Apple. Google, 31. Meta, 28. Amazon, 32. Uber is 11. Microsoft. So you can see what justifies a PE ratio of 285. It's triple what it is. It shouldn't be over 50. So if we plug 50 in there, and we look at this is November. So look at the second quarter period. But anyway, the PE ratio should be, 50, 60, not 285. That's like a crazy number. Those are peak numbers that you see over on that one side of the graph. Pictures. So, was it here? No. Charge cable not fully secure. Someone bumps into the charge cable and everything goes bipsic. Here's my watch face, which I've shown you. Timer, upper left. My sleep score, 40, which is terrible. Needs to be 75. And 81 degrees temperature outside. It's 10:43 when I snapped the print screen. I'll snap it again. So 11:51, I snapped that again. Apparently, Carolyn Levitt, the White House press secretary's relatives, were detained by ICE. I'm sure they called into the White House for clearance. There, a fire rages through a Hong Kong high-rise residential complex being built. It killed 4 people because they used bamboo scaffolding instead of steel scaffolding, to hold things in place before they pour the cement. So this hose looks like it's a remote hose. It's on that and it's just spraying water into that unit, which means, when they have a fire in these buildings, the units are they're destroyed. I don't think anyone's in there anyway, because you can see over here, this looks like all kinds of bamboo scaffolding all over the sides of this building while they're finishing up the balconies. But anyway, fire started somehow. Fire normally goes up, so when you see it going down like that, chances are that's where it started. Apple has basically gone pencils down on the screen. So they're going to be building 2 half shells on here. The question is, what's on the back? What's on the other half? Because it folds in half, right? The camera's up. I'm going to close it. Is there something on the back of the bottom part of this iPhone? That's the question. Just look at this one. So here's the back of part of the iPhone. What's the other back look like? Does it have the time, the temperature, the day? You know. This guy's Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, and Mark Kelly seem to be getting into it. Apple pie cookies. That's there we go. There's my other phone thing. 11:51. 6 minutes ago. There's the one I put up. Time now is. Let's see, this is not quite right. I've edged that over, so instead of watching me, you got it turned over so we can watch the time right there in the corner. It's 11:57. Getting on to noon on our special edition, Thanksgiving Turkey Edition. Let me show you something that we're doing with our turkey most people don't know about. Spatch, S-P-A-T-C-H. Spatchcock chicken. There we go. There is the response that we get. I'm moving this right to the middle so I can see everything. So when you spatchcock, let's see if they give you a stage by stage. All right, so you get your kitchen shears like this, and you cut right along one side of the backbone. In other words, you turn the turkey over, because so there's the turkey breast. It's at an angle, and you're basically flattening it out. But you got to cut the backbone out first. So let's just take a look at the hide the read view. So this is right off the internet with now we're going to brine the turkey first. it's not that good. So here's...
It's 12 o'clock.
So you flip the bird upside down, cut out the back, both sides of the back, and you end up with this goofy looking thing, which goes, you know. So then you take this guy and you open it up all the way. You just with that backbone taken out, you open it up and turn it upside down so that the breast is up, and you're flattening it down on the pan. And then when you flatten it out, see the legs come out from underneath, because this, you know, is the other side of the backbone side. So that's how it looks in your, so everything is flat in your pan. So instead of the breast sitting up on top of the legs are bent out, and the legs are like that. Yeah, so that way the turkey is all the same height in the oven. Yeah. Of course, you brine it first. And, you know, defrost it, brine it. 24 hours is good. Get, you know, traditional brining salt that has spices and things in it. And if you just want to add 2 cups of, you want to get a brining bag, that's always good. It's not a cooking bag. It's called a brining. It's like a big Ziploc bag with a double Ziploc seal on it. Put the turkey in there. Rinse the turkey out, of course. Take out all, you know, the bags of stuff they have inside of there. Like, you know, like the gizzard, the kidney, the heart, liver. That's in a bag, usually. A soaking wet bag. Pull that out. Turkey neck might be in there also. Flush the inside of that bird out with warm water. Same thing, all the way. You rinse it off inside and out. Put about a gallon. Put several gallons of water in the brining bag. Add 2.5 cups of the brining salt, if you will. Pour that in the bag, and then with a nice soft spatula, you know, a silicone spatula, mix, you know, splash the water back and forth and back and forth to mix the salt in with, you know, the brine, aka salt. Mix that up in the brining bag. There are instructions on the brining bag when you buy the bag. And then you put the turkey in there, and then make sure there's water so it kind of covers the breast and everything. And then you squeeze out all the air before you seal the bag. So, and it'll be about 3 gallons of water, probably. We already put in 2, so you probably have to add another gallon of water. And then you squeeze out the air, and then all you have is turkey and water, and salt water now, because you've got the brine mixed in there. And then you can squeeze around on the bag to, you know, move any undissolved salt around there on the bottom. I bought brining mixture, already has the seasoning in the salt mixture. So with a spoon, I mixed that around a little bit, opened up the top of the brining mixture. It's enough for 2 turkeys, so you don't want to use it all up. As far as, you know, gonna spread those things out to make sure the we got enough left over for the second bird with regard to the brining salt. And, so you put it in the oven and cook it for a while, and that's what it looks like. You want to make sure the breast is 165 degrees. And then you let it sit. The thickest part of the breast should be 165 degrees. All right, it's 12 o'clock. It's time for me to go inspect the turkey because we need to get that sucker rinsed out and brined. So I'm gonna leave you to it because it's time for you to do the same thing. So we're gonna go bye-bye here and let you carry on with your pre-Thanksgiving. This is Wednesday, so today we brine, we don't cook. If the turkey is defrosted enough, I might cut the backbone out now and then brine everything together. Or you can take the backbone out with the gizzards and stuff, and you can put that in a 5-quart pan, fill it halfway up with water, and then you put the backbone in there, you put the neck bone in there, the gizzards and all that stuff, just rinse off that bag of stuff, put that in there if you want, or you can leave it out. But you want the backbone and you want the neck in there, turkey neck. That goes in the mixture of water and a little Italian seasoning, and bring that up to a boil. Cover the pot, 5-quart saucepan pot, and let that boil for, a couple hours. Because that's going to be the base for your gravy. Then you're going to strain out, the gizzards and the neck and all that stuff. You're going to strain it to a big bowl. Then you're going to put it back in the pot. Because you're going to separate. You could use, you can use a handheld strainer and strain out the neck and the backbone, the shoulder bone. No, just the backbone and the neck. Because you boiled that up, because that's a part of the sauce of your gravy, the fluids for your gravy. My secret sauce is I open up a jar of Heinz chicken gravy, and I mix about half of that in there with a spatula or a whisk, just to give it a little thickness and a little base. I cheat a little bit with the flour instead of stirring it with butter and all that kind of stuff. I take some of that. I take some cold distilled water. I put it in a 16-ounce container, like a to-go container. I have these Rubbermaid ones that are clear, and they have 2 latches on the side with a nice rubber seal, so that's like a 2.5 cup. So I had about 1.5 cups of water in there. and about a cup of flour. I whisk it as much as you can, and then I put the cover on, seal it, and shake it like crazy to make sure there's no lumps in it. Take the top off, whisk it again, make sure it's, like creamy, almost looks like thick milk. And then you gradually stir that in, whisk it in with your gravy fluid to thicken it up. Yeah. You may not use all of that. So you're probably going to use at least half of it. So you got a cup of flour and 3 cups of water. Shake it up like crazy, cold water. It won't cook, it won't, but you shake it like crazy. Then you whisk it to make sure there are no lumps. Now you can pour through a strainer to make sure you don't pour any lumps into your, the soup that you have left over from boiling the neck and the backbone. Yeah. And that's how I make a turkey gravy. When you're spatchcocking the turkey, in the bottom of the pan, so you got this turkey flattened out and laying flat down, I add a couple of cups of water in the bottom of that pan. The turkey can be sitting on a rack, like a cookie rack that holds it about a 3/4 of an inch above the bottom of the roasting pan. Well, you fill up that pan when you're getting ready to cook the turkey, which is tomorrow. You pour water in that bottom pan so that it's enough to bring the water level right up to the bottom of that rack that's holding the bird in the pan, but above the bottom of the pan. So you want to make sure that turns into boiling water. And then all that steam gets underneath inside the turkey and doesn't touch the turkey, it's just the steam. And now if you have the turkey if you seal it up in a oven bag, I put a couple of cups of water in that oven bag, and then put the turkey in the oven bag, and then seal up the oven bag, and you just put that on the rack, on the pan, in the pan, on the rack. Even though you're in a turkey bird. Now you wouldn't add water in the bottom because turkey's in the bag. And if you seal it up in a bag with a couple of cups of water, that's going to provide enough fluid and so forth. So when you cook it for a couple of hours or 3 hours or so, a 20-pound or an 18-pound turkey, take 3.5 hours at 350 degrees. The important thing is the temperature. Now, sometimes these turkeys have little buttons that pop up when they're done. So you can, after about 3 hours, you can look and see if that button's popped up. And that usually means the meat is 165 degrees. Now, if you have an instant thermometer, you can stick that in the thickest part of your breast. And if it's 165 degrees, you're good. Take that sucker out of the oven. Leave it in the bag, leave it sealed in the bag. Let it chill down in the bag. No sense drying out the top of that sucker. And that bag will shrink up because there's steam in there that'll condense. And you let that sit for, 45 minutes. So that the meat kind of sets up. The meat will... If you take it out of the oven at 165 degrees, it might rise up to 170. But that's it. When that hits 165 degrees, you take that sucker out. Most people overcook the turkey, particularly if you don't spatchcock it. That way, the breast is up high and the legs are underneath. The legs and the shoulders and the hips and all that stuff are underneath. And the breast is on top. So So essentially, I mean, you're essentially cooking the turkey upside down so that the breast is up. If that turkey was running around on its legs, the breast would be down so it could flap the wings. All right, we're going to turn that sucker upside down, cut out the backbone, and flatten it, and then turn it back upside down, and then flatten it out so that the legs spread apart. You got the legs on each side, and the turkey breast is in the middle because you flattened it out because you cut out the back. I'm going to go do that right now. Not on video. I should do a video. I'll see if I can cut a video and then maybe I'll show it to you later. Or maybe tomorrow morning. Or maybe tonight. We'll see. Maybe I'll have a nighttime broadcast showing how I spatchcock. I need my phone and I need a tripod for the phone. I'll have to look around in I'm sure I have stuff for that. Plus I gotta carry that in the kitchen and push the button on the video. And then I'll trim the video. I'll do it up right for you. All right, see you later. Maybe today later. Bye-bye. One, two, three. That's good. Bye-bye.